What's up, guys? Grizz Wizard here, coming back for another reaction to The Legend of Korra, Book 4, Episode 8. This one's called Remembrances. I've really enjoyed Book 4 so far, and looking ahead here, there's only a couple episodes left. I think this season's actually shorter than the previous ones. Does that mean that it got canceled? I'm hoping for a satisfying conclusion, but if this show actually has like an abrupt cliffhanger ending, I hadn't really considered that before this moment. I'm pretty sure that's not the case. But now I'm kind of scared. Damn it, why did I do this to myself? Without further ado, let's just keep going and see what happens next. So this is Legend of Korra, Book 4, Episode 8. Let's go. Is The Legend of Korra chronologically the last thing in the storytelling, or is there something that comes after this show? Please let me know in the comments.
It's been my honor to bring you news of Korra and her friends over the years.
Oh, what's his name? Shiro Shinobi, right?
Who can forget Amon and his equalist revolution? I still have nightmares.
That's right. He's been here for all of it, man.
But enough about me. Sit back, relax, and take a trip down memory lane.
A trip down memory lane. Okay, it's going to be a clip show.
You know, there's something about being kidnapped that makes a guy realize he needs to get his act together.
I agree. Let's toughen you up.
Oh, this is going to go well.
Ah! I wasn't ready! Woo down!
Come on. Come on, Wu.
Mako, how dare you injure the prince?
Oh my god, of course she would baby him too, remember? She is super deferential to royalty. She had the framed photo of the queen up in the house.
I know, I'm a wimp. But it's not my fault. I was born that way. I'm not like you, Mako. I wasn't raised by a pack of cops in the woods.
You don't know anything about me, do you?
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank.
Raised by a pack of cops in the woods. That's amazing.
How do I not know stuff about you?
You never asked?
Well, I'm asking now. Is there a special lady in your life?
Not since Korra and I broke up.
What? You dated the Avatar?
Oh, right, he didn't know that.
How'd you guys first meet?
Bolin and I were playing for the Fire Fairies.
You were a pro bender?
Yes.
Nice. Look at their little avatars. Oh, no pun intended.
Come here. I want you to meet my brother, Mako.
That's right, because Bolin met her first.
Wow, I heard you play on the radio.
Come on, Bolin, we're up.
Whoa, that was the first time you met? Kind of rude there, buddy.
Look, I really like you, and I think we were meant for each other.
Korra, I'm really sorry, but I just don't feel the same way about you.
Man,
That's harsh, Mako.
I don't care about any of this. So many awesome things have happened in this show, and if we're gonna look back and reflect on anything, why did they pick the one thing that is like the least interesting to me in the whole series? Mako's love life. Like, I get it, we got to bring Wu up to speed, right? But there's only so many episodes left. Do we really want to? You know what? Whatever. They're saying goodbye to their show. You know, this is the creators of the show reflecting fondly on the moments that they care about, and I can respect and acknowledge that at least. But it doesn't really do it for me.
Can we deal with our relationship problems later?
Well, there might not be any relationship to worry about later.
Asami!
Yeah, Mako, you really kind of screwed it up on all fronts. Gotta say.
Can I just get on with the rest of my story or what?
Yes, please. Please get on with it.
But whatever happens today, I want you to know how much I care about you.
It was very meaningful to Asami that he was able to tell her those things in that moment, because she did need someone to care and connect with her in that, because she's about to like take down her own father, you know? Which is the hardest thing she's ever had to do.
I love you too.
Oh, and then you two lived happily ever after?
I love that the grandma's butting in now too.
I'm not taking his side.
You know, sometimes I wonder whose side you're on.
There aren't any sides.
How could you take his side?
What's with you and sides?
It's true. When they clip them all together like that, it's like you are kind of preoccupied with taking sides here, Korra.
Maybe there's no room for our relationship.
So, what? Are you breaking up with me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, and then she just smashed his desk. Jeez.
Now that's a breakup.
In the middle of a police station, too. Like, in front of all the detectives.
Someone had been taking out supply ships heading to the Southern Water Tribe. Asami's company was one of the victims. So she and I worked together to catch
Okay,
the
so we're
perps.
recapping the whole series just from the perspective of Mako here.
We barely got away. But by then, Asami's warehouse had been cleared out.
My company, it's over. I give up.
Well, I'm not giving up on you. I know. Don't tell
This
me.
is a useful way to reuse animation, too, you know? It allows the animators to take a bit of a break. They still had to create a couple new scenes for this, but, like, we're using so much old footage. It's kind of always been the merit of like clip episodes like this.
Mako, I missed you so much.
Bolin's face, that's right. God. Why is he so good, man? Why is Bolin so
We had
goddamn
that fight
relatable
before you left?
all the time? He's both like the oddball and the straight guy and the audience perspective, like all at the same time. How do they pull
I
off
lost
that
my memory
balance?
for a little while. Was it a bad fight?
Everyone's faces.
No, it wasn't that bad.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You were back with Asami, but then Korra came back and thought you guys were still together and you didn't tell her you weren't?
Just like your grandfather.
Oh, yeah? Runs in Mako's family, I guess.
You're so afraid to disappoint anyone that you end up disappointing everyone.
High five!
They just high five outside the circles. I love it. I love how not seriously this animation takes itself, too.
At first, it was awkward being around Korra and Asami. As you were. Ladies.
Oh, that's right. That was super awkward right at the beginning of the season.
I had to figure out who I was without a lady in my life.
I know what that's like. I mean, to need distance from women, because I have so many all over me.
Oh, yeah? Do you?
Anyway, I eventually helped Korra defeat Zahir.
Anyway. God, Mako's so done with Woo, man. Oh, I felt that. I felt that in my soul.
That story is amazing, and I really learned something.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I learned that I really didn't know anything about you. Crazy.
I brought you some tea. I thought you might be cold out here.
You're so sweet.
Are you okay? You seem out of sorts.
I mean, she's been through a lot, you know?
I've just been thinking about something Toph said. She told me that the world doesn't need me, and it's basically pointless to try to stop Kuvira.
It's not exactly what she was saying.
But I'm beginning to think she had a point.
No, she doesn't. You're the Avatar.
But no matter what I do, the world seems to always be out of balance.
That just means that your work is never finished, you know? That's why it's not easy to be the Avatar.
The first time I saw Amon take someone's bending away, I was terrified. And my worst nightmare came true.
Korra!
No!
That's right. That was so crazy. I can't believe they actually took it that far. Like, I really believed her powers were going to be gone. Yeah, they got me good.
Korra, you're forgetting about all the good that happened after you exposed Amon as the fraud he was.
He was a fraud. He was totally a trickster, but, like, credit where it's due. He made it pretty far on Smoke and Mirrors. Like, that's not easy to do either.
People had hope again, and it was all because of you.
The president. I saw that.
As soon as I defeated Amon, a new enemy took his place.
Doing a lock.
If you want your friend to make it out of the spirit world, you'll open the other portal now.
Man, Jinora was absolutely the MVP of, like, this entire finale. Fuck you, Vatu. Stay in the tree.
My fault he fused with Vatu and became a dark avatar.
Yeah, that was wild, man. Again,
And
they
I was
successfully
hopeless
made me
to stop
believe,
him from
like, hope
destroying
was
Rava.
lost. Severing the link with the other avatars, you know? Destroying Rava. Like,
Lives.
oh, God, that hurt, man. That hurt. It hurts seeing it again now. I love that he's having his, like, massive kaiju moment in the water, too.
And opening the spirit portals turned out to be a good thing. You brought back the airbenders and caused a positive shift in the
Having
world.
read a bunch of comments about the season 2 finale, I know that it was very divisive. Not a lot of people liked it. I thought it was beautiful, though. I really liked the ending. The way they were able to make Unalaq's, like the Dark Avatar, just, like, be at peace. Like, subdued it, using that same Tai Chi style bending. Like, it all came full circle. And then Jinora coming down and just, it was awesome. It was great.
Nothing's changed.
You're right, Korra.
I am?
She is?
It's true, there will always be new conflicts and enemies to face. But the important thing is to learn from your enemies, better yourself over time, which you have.
See, that's exactly what Toph said.
You've changed so much since you first arrived on Air Temple Island.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. She's come a long way.
You've matured into a thoughtful young woman who puts the needs of others before herself.
That's right, the poor bastard on the bridge. He was so scared.
The new Air Nation is a testament to that.
And now he can kind of sort of airbend. Like, he can kind of sort of control it, you know?
I know this Kuvira problem is only going to get worse. But no matter what happens, no matter how crazy things get, I'll always try to restore balance.
And that's when I made a solemn vow never to eat bark onion soup again. In 6 years, 4 months, and 14 days. Ugh.
Oh, right. The camp prisoners.
I spent the last few hours tuning out all these incredibly boring stories.
Hey!
God damn it, Varric.
The most exciting tale ever told. Soon to become the greatest mover ever made.
Lay it on me.
Bolin as Nuktuk.
Yes.
Hero of the South.
See, now we're cooking. Now we're talking.
Bolin, hero of the world.
I don't give a shit about Mako's love life, but like I'll listen to Nuktuk stories all day long.
Wait, am I playing Nuktuk or is Nuktuk playing me?
Both. It's your true story, but we'll capitalize on the audience of the Nuktuk franchise.
I left my friends and family to join up with a psychotic dictator who imprisoned me.
Don't beat yourself up, Bolin. You also made the right choice, which I always knew he was going to do. I always had faith.
Let me tell it. The story of Bolin begins in an exotic port of call.
Oh, right, the first meeting. He was like pretending to levitate, or trying to levitate.
I try to teach a Swami the power of levitation, but he's too stupid to understand it, so I kick him out.
That's right.
In walks Nuktuk with a twinkle in his eye and a song on his lips. Where can I find my teacher?
I wasn't singing. You were not levitating.
That's what he really said, was like, you're not floating.
You should start from when I met Korra. She came to the bending arena one fateful night.
No, don't ruin this, Bolin. Just let Varric tell the story. He was telling it much better.
When does the singing start?
There wasn't any singing.
Yeah, see, look. You've already lost the crowd, dude.
Leave the storytelling to the masters. It begins when the Avatar is trapped in the
Jesus Christ. That's right. Like a full-blown Sando aqua monster.
The time is right to try to take out Bolin. So, the worst of the worst team up. They're led by Zahir, leader of the Red Lotus and master of the skies.
Henry Rollins, total badass character.
He's joined by Vatu.
Wait, what? They teamed up?
Zahir didn't team up with Vatu. How would that even happen?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey.
I'm sorry,
Well,
what?
I caught you at home.
Oh, very funny.
God.
Like I can leave this stupid tree.
Hold on.
Varric should have narrated the entire series, honestly. Shiro Shinobi did a great job, but I want to hear Varric's version of events.
Hey guys, I'm totally in for taking out Bolin. He's
Amon?
way too powerful and awesome.
He's way too cool and awesome.
Not include who, Amon?
The evil Unalaq.
Why is Unalaq black and white?
The diabolical but incredibly boring and unpopular sorcerer from the north who's listening in on the other
Is that
line.
a meta-commentary about Season 2's reception?
And I know just where to find him. With all the beautiful ladies.
Yes, Bolin had a reputation as the world's greatest ladies' man.
I watched that whole damn season before I recognized Aubrey Plaza's voice, by the way.
Opal? So smart and caring. And she'll probably never talk to me again because I'm so stupid.
No, dude, again, don't beat yourself up. She's gonna respect the hell out of you when she finds out that you, like, risked everything, freed people, and, like, left Kuvira behind.
Bolin sought advice from the man who started it all, the wisest of the wise, me, for some of my signature sage advice. There's only one thing for you to do if you want to save the Avatar and defeat the fearsome foursome.
Blood rushed into his head.
But it turns out the Airbender recruits are a sorry lot, so Bolin brings them to a secret mountaintop where he teaches them the ancient art of dodging fruit and balancing on sticks.
Oh, they didn't have enough money in the movie budget to show Milo throwing them in the first place. He got cut from Varric's story.
Hello? Anyone there? Guys!
Oh, nobody likes Unalaq. It's messed up.
And forgives him for whatever stuff he was talking about earlier, which will probably not be in the final cut of the mover anyway.
Varric knows what he's doing.
And she kisses Bolin, magically passing on the airbender power of flight.
What?
That part seems a little unbelievable.
What is this pose that he's doing?
No time for thinking, kid. We're heading into the
Oh
big
my god,
finale.
yeah, don't interrupt him. I want to know where this is going.
Their army to fight alongside Rotan and Juji against the Terror
Yes.
Square. Maybe that's the name of the bad
That's right,
guys.
Pabu's got like laser vision.
Well, we'll put a focus group on it.
We'll just put a focus group on it.
Then he flies around in the sky, pushes Zahir into it, turning him into wind forever!
That's exactly what happened. He turned him into wind.
Universal Interplanetary Combination 0 Hour, talk about a ticking clock, is almost upon him. And when Juji shoots
Yes!
his laser eyes...
Yes, Juji! Shoot those eyes!
They bounce off Batu, setting him free, and hit Bolin, turning him into a giant! But when Batu is set free, the evil Unalaq, who has always been an annoyingly clingy person, is so close to Batu that they combine into one horrifying monster, zapping each other with their laser beams as they stomp around Republic City.
Yeah, no, this is badass.
Thankfully, Bolin's spiritual mojo is so strong that he attracts the Queen of the Fairies.
MVP! God, Jinora was the best part of the finale. Absolutely deserving of the first title of Master to be bestowed in Generations. Absolutely deserving.
The end!
Seriously. Standing O for this man.
It didn't make any sense! What about Zombie Amon? What happened to him, huh? And stars? Our magic fairy dust? Are you guys crazy?
It's just a mover. Don't overthink it. It's like a ride.
Yeah, don't overthink it, Bolin.
Never let the truth get in the way of a good story, kid.
And that's it. Oh, man. Oh, man. Varric absolutely brought that one home at the end. I was pretty apprehensive at the beginning of the episode, realizing it was going to be all about, like, feelings and relationships and interpersonal drama and breakups. Like, that is definitely the least interesting aspect of the series for me, like by a pretty wide margin. But I do think it was a somewhat graceful way of looking back and reflecting on the show and the way these characters have developed, which I think is an important thing that the writers want to do as we're leading the show to a close. And I guess that kind of answers the question that I was posing in the beginning of the reaction too, of like, because there's less episodes in the previous seasons, does that mean that the story got cut short? But the fact that they're spending time right now looking back and reflecting tells me they knew the end was coming, you know? So I think we are going to get a planned, satisfying ending. Don't weigh in on that one in the comments necessarily unless it's spoiler free, you know? I really don't want to know what happens. I just want to know if I'm getting an ending or not, if that makes sense. God, Varric's absolute embellishments made that so entertaining. And also that voice actor, I know him from a million things, but I can never remember his name. But his line delivery is absolutely fantastic. He's been stealing scenes in this show since he was first introduced. Yeah, this feels like the Ember Island Players episode of The Legend of Korra. And honestly, I think that Varric missed his true calling. He should have been writing screenplays and writing the stories for the Ember Island Players to be doing their, like, historical accounts. Because, like, man, Varric knows how to tell a story, like, for sure. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to The Legend of Korra, Book 4, Episode 8. This reaction has been edited to comply with DMCA, which means you're not getting the full reaction here on YouTube. If you want to watch the full-length, uncut version of this reaction, it's available on Patreon. There's a link in the description of the video to the Patreon page. Thanks again, and I'll catch you in the next one.